Hello subscribers, here is another review, and this time it's the Mattel Jurassic World Dino Rivals Savage Strike Styracosaurus. Now, I was at Walmart trying to find the Concavenator, and unfortunately I didn't find it, but instead I found the Styracosaurus. So as you can see, the packaging, nothing new, it's just the same thing as all the other Savage Strike figures. There's the front, and then the two sides, and then, really nothing on the bottom. And on the back, you got the artwork of the figure right there, and then the collector's card, which is stuck inside the packaging, and the other dinosaurs in the Savage Strike assortment. So let's waste no time and get this Styracosaurus out of his packaging. First, let's take a look at the collector's card. As you can see, there's a nice artwork of the Styracosaurus and all of its stats. Honestly, I think the intelligence should be a bit higher because these are InGen clones, not, the actual animals. Here's the Styracosaurus out of his packaging, and I have to say, this looks like an awesome figure. It's probably my favorite of the Savage Strike figures. Now let's take a look at the detailing. As you can see, this Styracosaurus has a good amount of detailing on it. As you can see, you got the osteoderms on the back, and it goes nearly all the way down the tail. And then you got the musculature right here. This is a very stocky Styracosaurus right here. As you can see, it has very muscular legs, and you got the ribs poking out right there. So you got the tail right here, and on the belly, you're getting a good amount of detailing, not super detailed. Then, the front, you got 4 toes, and then on the back, you got 4 toes. Here's the detailing on the other side, basically the same amount. And then the head sculpt is probably where the most detailing is. You see all the scales on the frill right here, and then all the horns. See, and there's a bit of shrink wrapping, unfortunately. Yeah, see, the detailing on here is very good. It's probably the best detailing of the 4 Wave 1 Savage Strike figures. For the articulation, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 points of articulation. Now let's take a look at the paint job of this figure. And some of you know that Mattel copied the paint job of the Schleich 2013 Styracosaurus, and they put it on this figure right here. And Schleich Styracosaurus, in my opinion, wasn't that good of a figure. In my opinion, this is a better Styracosaurus figure. But see, the paint job is mostly like a dark blue, I think navy blue, and then a golden yellow right here, and then purplish red on the back. And of course, you got the same purplish red on the front of the frill, and also the yellowish paint right there. And of course, you got, a beige for the horns, and an orange eye with the black people. Now, onto the aesthetics of this toy, and I have to say, this figure looks really nice. Looks very natural and realistic, too. Because this naturalistic color scheme combined with the natural pose gives this figure a realistic look. Oh yeah, also combined with the good amount of detailing, especially on the head right there. Onto the gimmick of this toy, and you push down the tail right here, and the dinosaur rams its head. It actually works pretty well. It's a very strong action feature. Doesn't feel like it's going to break. It actually works a lot better than the Roarvor's Triceratops and Sinoceratops. And also the plastic quality on this thing is really good. It feels really durable. Starting with the comparisons, as you can see, we have the Styracosaurus next to some other Dino Rivals figures I have. And people's main issue with the Styracosaurus is the size of the figure. As you can see, the Styracosaurus is like the same size as the Velociraptor. When I think that it would have been more necessary to make the Styracosaurus as the dual attack, where it's like, as large as the Triceratops. Here's the Styracosaurus next to the other Ceratopsians that Mattel has made. And the Styracosaurus is probably my favorite of these 5 Ceratopsians right here. Here's the Styracosaurus next to the Ceratosaurus, Baryonyx, and Carnotaurus. Lastly, here's the Styracosaurus next to the Collectae Minizafactinus. Well, there you have it, guys. This is my review on the Mattel Jurassic World Dino Rivals Savage Strike Styracosaurus. Now, if I had to give this figure a rating, it would probably be an 8.5 out of 10. Now, I would have given this figure a 9 if it was for the fact that, I wish Mattel didn't copy the paint job of these Schleich Styracosaurus, and he would have went with, a different, more appealing color scheme. And also, I wish that the limbs were a bit stockier, because they do kind of seem thin on this Styracosaurus. And also, I just wish, like most people are saying, I just wish that this figure was bigger. Maybe it should have been part of the dual attack line instead of a Triceratops retool. But yeah, other than that, 8.5 out of 10 for this figure. So, if you guys like this review, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.